fighter we've been speaking about for a little while in behind closed doors. No one's really said too much about him on camera. Yusuf Safa. Can you talk to me a little bit about him?
Yeah, Yusuf is someone that I've been keeping my eye on for a little while. And I've been watching him, and I've watched him spar and watched him train and just watched his attitude. And he's impressed me for a while now. And, you know, he's not got no sort of like pedigree in the amateurs or big amateur titles or international titles or anything like that. But what I saw in him was something very, very special. And it was, you know, something whereby nowadays, you know, a lot of amateur stars are coming out of the, you know, the 4-2s regime with the amateur red guards, and you know, the international style of boxing, sort of sword fencing. And when you try and translate that to pro boxing and TV, it just doesn't translate. And it's been something that's bugged me for years, to be honest. And I just find it hard to, you know, there's a lot of top amateurs that I've got a lot of respect for, but I've had to you know, pass over or turn down because I don't believe I can make them into stars. And they end up with other promotional outfits, and they, you know, so on and so forth. But this young kid, I looked at him and I thought to myself, I'm going to do something special with him. He's going to be great TV. He's got blistering hand speed. He's got punch power. He can knock you out with either hand. He's got a granite chin, really teak tough, and his will to win and determination is just, you know, he's brilliant. And he's just, you know, he'll do strange things, you know. He throws shots from mad angles, and he'll turn his back and hit you with a, you know, southpaw rear hand and probably, you know, knock someone out. I mean, I've seen him do it in sparring. He's just very, very impressive. You know, Lee Wilkins is a very good friend of mine. And
from Body Shot Gym, yeah.
Yeah, and we spoke in depth about him. He's always spoke so highly of him, and you know, Lee's probably an underrated trainer because he's you know, not so well known. So, you know, but he's
only a young guy though, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a young guy, and he's a quality trainer.
Yeah,
he really is. And a top man as well.
Yeah, I like Lee Wilkins. He knows what he's doing.
He's done a great job with Yusuf. And you know, sometimes, you know, kids like Yusuf and, you know, with Lee training him, don't get the opportunities they deserve because, you know, kids with amateur titles, international titles, you know, get deals in front of them, sort of thing, and they don't even get thought about. But, you know, this is a different situation. I'm changing the way I do things.
You're going to fast track this kid, Mick? Could you see him getting him out a lot throughout the year and building him up, or is it a case of just taking it at his own pace? Taking
it one fight at a time. But believe you me, honestly, a lot of the top, you know, super bantamweight stroke featherweights out there in the country know how good this kid is. I mean,
you love a super bantamweight, Mick, don't you?
I do, yeah. I mean, you know, Barry's so special, it's unbelievable, and at some point it would be a great learning curve for Yusuf, you know, to have the honour to actually work with Barry to learn from him, you know.
Yeah, I believe that, mate.
Barry's
a special talent.
Yeah, and Yusuf's lucky to have him in his team now.
Yeah,
because it'll bring him on no end. But I'm going to take him one fight at a time. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be some excitement with this kid, because he's going to end up doing featherweight and probably end up at super featherweight, lightweight when he's finished. But he's going to terrify a lot of fighters. He really is.
I look forward to seeing what he brings to the game, Mick. I really do.
I'm excited. It's great how you can, you know, get excited about a young kid sort of like making his debut.
It's good to have that excitement though, from your own point of view, Mick. Does that keep you interested in the game?
It does, yeah. It's a fantastic feeling because you get bogged down with so much shit in this sport sometimes.
What, like the politics of it all and this and that?
Politics and divas.
I hope you ain't referring to me when you said that, Mick.
Certainly divas. It's just refreshing to work with kids who appreciate.
Yeah. Would you go that little bit further for a kid who's just all right and just normal and not a diva, not hard to deal with?
Every time, all of us would, all of our team, go through brick walls for them.
Yeah.
Just want genuine, proper people. None of that clad cuckoo land behaviour, diva-ish behaviour. It's just, you know, it's just not needed or wanted in a sport like boxing. Boxing's the best sport in the world.
I agree. We've had this conversation a few times, haven't we?
We have.
Indeed. Indeed. Look, congratulations on a great show, Mick. Will you come back to Leeds again? Is that something that will cross your mind?
I would love to. I really would. It's you've got to come back with the right fight, because this is a special venue, quality venue. I mean, the atmosphere,
the ambience of the place as well.
Yeah, it's
got something about it, hasn't it?
It's great. I would love to come back to Leeds. We need to get the right fight to come back here. You know.
Yeah. Could potentially be Bob Adjusaf in a big fight, couldn't it? Being Leeds based.
Could well be. Young City as well. He's making his comeback.
Yeah.
Let's not forget him. He's not from too far down the road.
Indeed.
And he's a real attraction, City.
Indeed.
So I'm looking forward to him making his comeback. And if and when he does, that could be a good reason to come back here.
Alright, well listen, Mick, I can't thank you enough for your hospitality for IFL TV and looking after us the way you have. Said all your staff have been great with me, except for Squirrel, who's a bit of a bell. I'm only joking. But listen, thanks for it, I can't thank you enough.
We've enjoyed your company, James. Certainly, no one could ever call you a diva, that's for sure.
Cheers, mate.
Nice one, mate.